How's it going? Galore Wrestling Figures here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a different video, and today's video is going to be about ways WWE figures can be improved. And before I start talking about what I want to talk about, this video by all means isn't to bash sort of Mattel. It's sort of ways that we can just sort of upgrade the figures and just make them a bit more better, and we can sort of avoid issues that we get now with figures. I've been meaning to do this video for a while, I just didn't really know what to say. However, I feel like now I've got a good picture in my mind of the issues that we've got and how we can fix them. So, let's start then. So, I haven't really put these in any order, however, number one, I feel like that's, the most important. So, number 5. This is one where it's more like subject to what figures you want, and it's a simple one. It's give us the attires of figures we want. And what I mean by this is Mattel release a lot of figures throughout the year. However, most of those figures are good. However, we sometimes get figures where, how do I put this? The attires aren't perfect. It would be better if we got another attire. And a perfect example is the Elite 112 Seth Rollins. Some people are a fan of it. It's a good Elite. However, Seth Rollins has had about 1 million gears in the last few years, and I think I would have probably rather had, I don't know, maybe WrestleMania 38 attire or his WWE Day 1 attire from a 2022. He's had a lot of good attires, and I feel like Elite 112 was pretty much just, did I say 112 before? Yeah, I think I did. Elite 112, for me, it's just essentially just a repaint of Elite 109. And it's the same with like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan pretty much in every single line. However, I feel like there's some attires where I'm like, do we really need this? And fair enough, you collect Hulk Hogan's, but personally, if we're going to get Hulk Hogan's, there's a few more attires that we haven't got in figure form yet where I feel like we just need them. Mattel are about that close to giving us, and they're not giving them. Like the new Ultimate Edition from Hulk Hogan, it's based off, 2000 and... It's based off his, what was it, when he faced... I'm just trying to think now, we did get an Elite of that, and also in the 3-pack as well, when he had his tights. Was it Elite 91? But I feel like it was when he faced Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam. I believe that's what the attire is based on. However, I feel like that attire, I don't know, it should be good as an Ultimate Edition, but we've had so much Hulk Hogan's now, is there really much that they can do with them? I'm not too sure. However, that's essentially the first issue. Try giving us a few more attires that we want. Listen to the fans. That's a very important one. Always listen to your fans because, that's ultimately what you want to listen to. So, number 2. I just had to think about this one for a second. Number 2, and this is one where a lot of people can agree on this one, and it's fix little issues. And what I mean by that is, so how do I explain this perfectly? You sometimes might get a figure, the figure's perfect, however there's just that one little bit that makes it a figure that isn't 10 out of 10. It just loses a point. For example, Cody Rhodes Elite 111, I think it is, yeah. We're up to 111, wherever he is gone. Anyway, Elite 111 Cody Rhodes, it's a perfect figure, however, pinless legs ruin it, and the figure hardly stands, and I know a lot of other people agree with me. Things like that just ruin the figure. Same with John Cena Elites. I'm a big John Cena guy. He's one of my all-time favourites. However, the reason why I don't have too many of his Elites is because the shoe mold they use, it always puts me off getting the figures, because the figure is either going to fall or it's going to look weird. Because I've got a few John Cena Elites where they sort of look like they're sort of crouched over slightly because of the leg shoe mold. It's annoying. And obviously this isn't to bash Mattel, but I feel like there's just little things where they could, maybe improve them. It's, for example, if you can see it behind me, I've got 2 defining moments CM Punks. I need a few more. However, it's just like with little details with that, I know the stars were spread out a bit too more than what they should have been. That should have been a bit more closer, or is it the other way around? But I just feel like things like that, little details just sort of slightly make the figure not perfect. However, hopefully, you know, we can work on that and we can get figures 10 out of 10 because, you know, Mattel have been going for what, over 10 years now. They've pumped out some amazing figures and some figures come in. So I've got to give credit to Mattel. They do release some amazing figures. The next one. This is another one where I think a few people will agree on me. And it's simply just give us more accessories. And obviously, you know, we're spoiled with accessories. Some figures now, you get a lot of accessories. For example, the defining moment CM Punk, like I just said, we got a few accessories with that. However, there's some attires where they don't have a lot of accessories. I think, yeah, I said accessories before, but over the years we've had a few where I just feel like we could have accessories. For example, there's that, I can't remember what series it is now, but it was quite a few years ago now. We got a Macho Man Elite and it had no accessories, and that's a perfect example. I know that was a few years ago, however, I feel like we sometimes still get figures like that where they haven't got a lot of accessories. For example, the Elite 111 Trish Stratus, that had a lot of accessories. I think it had the hat. Did she wear a hat? I can't remember. It had the jacket. It was a good figure. However, I'm just trying to think now. I'll obviously put images about what I'm talking about throughout the video, but I just feel like there's some figures like that where, you know, they have a lot of accessories and then some figures hardly have any accessories. I'm just trying to think now. Off the top of my head, for example, the Elite 111 Cody Rhodes, I'll mention that again. All we got was an extra head, you know, they could have maybe give us a weight belt or something like that. I don't think we did get a weight belt. Excuse me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we did. You know, I just feel like there's little details where figures need accessories because some figures have accessories. For example, John Cena Elites to come with accessories, galore accessories, they're perfect. However, for example, some Undertaker Elites, they're missing accessories, like that SummerSlam Elite. Was it missing? I think it was either missing the hat or the trench coat. I might be wrong on that, but I feel like it was missing an accessory. I don't have it, although I do need it. And I just feel like there's little figures here and there where we need more accessories because, you know, ultimately, especially if you display figures as well, accessories are essentially what make the figure. And, you know, if you say if it comes with a belt, something like that, you know, you can just display the figure a bit better. So this next one, we're finally getting out. There's two more. The next one, it's probably an issue where I should have probably put this at number one. It's a big issue, and it's quality control. A lot of Mattel figures now are, obviously they've moved, I believe, the factory to Thailand before. Was it China before? I want to say it's China, because obviously, if you look on the bottom of the foot, I want to say it does say China. However, now they've moved to Vietnam, and I'm not sure if it's something else to do with the factory. However, I can definitely feel you get a figure, and it's got quality control issues. No matter, I just feel like it's more of a recent thing, but you know, you look at any figure review, odds are the figure now, especially more recent figures, there's something wrong with it. Like, for example, mentioning the defining moment CM Punk again, one of the stars on man, obviously I think the outline of it's black. The white on the middle is pretty much just like, looks like it's half painted, like it looks weird, and it's not too noticeable, however, and it's not too bad, however, it's just little things like that. And I have seen some people's defining moments, CM Punk's, who the figure's just pretty much ruined because of quality control. Same with, for example, I was trying to think now, the Cody Rhodes Ultimate Edition, the new one. I've seen people, like, you know, with the knee pads, that figure's had paint loss, and you just get it quite a lot of the time now where quality control is not perfect, and I'm not sure how Mattel can improve this, but it's annoying. It definitely is annoying, and I just feel like quality control, personally, it can be done better. We need better quality control because sometimes it ruins figures. And, you know, I've seen people's have got loose torsos, loose legs, but loose torsos, that is especially, I've got that myself as well, with quite a lot of recent figures. The torso is just too loose. Like, I got the LA Knight Elite 108 recently because it was cheap. That figure was perfect, no loose anything. However, I got another Elite, I can't remember what it was now, recently. The torso was just loose. And it's annoying, it definitely is. So, Mattel, find out who is screwing up the quality control because it's annoying. And I think you can all agree on that. The next one, so this is the last one. This is what I just wanted to address because it annoys me. And it's constant re-releases. And what I mean by this is, so if you've got a brain, for example, in fact, if you've collected wrestling figures for a few years now, or even the last couple of years, you will know Mattel recently have been giving us a lot of re-releases. And what I mean by that is, for example, re-release, a figure came out before and they re-release it. That's what a re-release is. And they might pretty much do exactly the same, change nothing. Not even maybe add true FX, but you know, the face scan's pretty much exactly the same. In fact, some figures I think that they have re-released, they didn't give quality control to. Not quality control, true FX. But I know there's some figures where they re-released them and they're exactly the same. But the reason I say this is an issue is because, for example, the Monday Night War Elites, pretty much most of those were re-releases from the vault, top picks, greatest hits. It feels like we're getting a lot of re-releases, and don't get me wrong, I like re-releases. Especially if it's a figure where, for example, maybe even if it maybe came out last year and somehow it's, you know, for example, I know the Elite 99 Seth Rollins, I think it is getting re-released. I still didn't get that, so I probably will pick it up. However, I think that's in the top picks line. However, there's some figures where I'm going to say, hand on heart, do they need re-releasing? I'm just trying to think now. Don't get me wrong, it's good when they re-release figures because obviously if it came out, say, 10 years ago. For example, the defining moment CM Punk, that's essentially a re-release. However, obviously they have changed it slightly, but people that missed out on the All-Stars Elite, now they've got a chance at getting it. Plus, double jointed elbows, true FX. The figures, you know, obviously improved. However, there's some figures, for example, the Brutus Beefcake Elite that we got in, what series was it? It was this, I can't remember what series it is. I'll obviously put a picture up. That Brutus Elite, I think we only literally got it like last year or the year before. And I think it even had double jointed elbows. So it's essentially a re-release of a figure that personally, it didn't need a re-release. What other figures did we have? We had the Scorpion King, the Rock. I think, yeah, we obviously got that in the Hollywood Elite series. Personally, that didn't need a re-release. And there's just figures here and there where I don't think we need a re-release. You know, for example, there's the greatest hits, not the greatest hits, the Monday Night Wars Elites. There's some figures from that where I've seen, for example, the Rob Van Dam. That's a cool figure. However, I know the Shawn Michaels Elite we got. I think we've only had one in that series, or maybe two. I can't remember. I think it came with a European belt, but I might be wrong. I can't remember what series it is. The one where it's sort of got silver tights on. I think it's based off 1997, I want to say. The thing with that figure is I feel like it's been re-released 3 or 4 times now. Do we need it? Probably not. But obviously if you collect Shawn Michaels, go ahead and buy it. But personally, I don't feel like we need constant re-releases. And I get Mattel re-release figures. It's good. However, Mattel, if you're watching this, think wisely about which figures you re-release. Because some figures don't need re-releasing. For example, I'll say it again, Cody Rhodes. I know the Defining Moments is getting re-released. Does that need re-released? Probably not. I don't think we need that re-released. So that's essentially the last one. So that's pretty much it for this video. And this video, once again, it wasn't a rant or it wasn't to bash Mattel, but it was just ways that I feel like we can improve figures and get figures to 10 out of 10 perfectness. Because obviously that's what we want as figure collectors. We want figures to be perfect with no issues whatsoever. And hopefully, you know, we will get there one day. So, that pretty much does it for this video. Once again, if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, leave a like, comment, all the usual stuff. Also, keep your eyes out, by the way, more videos coming soon. Also, if you're a big CM Punk fan, make sure you keep your eyes out, because I think soon I probably will do a video on all these CM Punks. So, I think that pretty much covers everything I want to say. It is my birthday tomorrow, so who knows, maybe I might do a video on some birthday pickups. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.